So assetless banks, yes?
Yeah.
How do they function when they don't have any assets? Oh dear, maybe my mic's gone out. Is
Is
that
it?
one still working there? Come on, you can't have drained all the power that quickly. Assetless banks, how do they work when they don't have any assets? Which they do, which we would say they sell houses, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, if you can help me understand it, how can people with money get more money, but people with a little money don't get any money?
That I wonder.
I just wonder how banks can pay interest to keep money in a bank. It's the only place where you can put something in and get a return for putting the more you put in. So I find that interesting to me. And is that what to keep the we once had this conversation about it, making it so that you could keep money flowing into the bank, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And if everyone were to take out all of their money, there wouldn't be enough money in the bank to cover the money.
Yeah.
Which is not inherently true, but I understand that all the same. So what if banks were to make a new type of social housing where you pay the rent and it puts back in to build better houses than what we've got here? There'd be such a demand for it, an outcry for people going into it, that these houses could be built with the intention that they are made to last, or at very least made to allow a bit more freedom.
Yeah.
Certain houses built in certain ways with certain ideas, which works, what doesn't. All short of covering the house inside with glass. It makes safety glass, and then you magnet across that, or some type of lino or plastic. If there's a fire, it might do this, this, and this. I think if there's a fire, you're fucked anyway. Yeah, depending on where you are in the house. So make it so there's multiple exits. If needs be. But if you make a house with different variations and grades of, knowledge, with this sort of stuff in, well, you can put safety glass in, but yes, it could be broken. Sure. Different type of insurance company. And again, if these begin to work, how does that make it going forward to build better houses? And then what money is then coming back into the bank? Well, it begins to float, doesn't it? As opposed to sink, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment, we hear that the bank is going to crash and all of this, that, and the other, and whatever else, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it have to? When you've sold all your assets, then if you were to connect that in and you could find a way to purify water a bit better.
Yeah.
Every time someone rents a house from it, it goes back into here. After X amount of years, how much revenue is that? Because somewhere along the line, the houses will begin to slow down. Most certainly, a lot of social houses, private social houses, will go bankrupt because they won't be able to compete with that. And there's no good having all of these empty buildings, is there?
No.
Because everyone's moving over to these ones. And we'll buy them off you. It's 10 grand. Oh, I paid this much. I don't care. It's 10 grand. Take it or leave it. Isn't that what the people get told?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it becomes a, bad house. And then you begin to build better houses, and building better houses, often goes on to supporting a space program either or. Which it really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you know how to build it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get water put into it and energy systems into it, what do you slowly do? Merge over. And then what happens? Well, then you've got assets. And then every time someone pays a bill, you're paying into a bank that then could go into somebody else's, mindset to come up with an idea, and then, ooh, we like that. Did you know we're a bank? Yeah, okay, I'm listening. That means we have cash. We could fund this. Oh, you could you? Yes, we could. Help get it lifted. I mean, that could be quite a new way to do it. Private rented properties would then have to make a decision somewhere, won't they? Lower the rent or hike it up.
Yeah.
And is this better for people or worse for people? That's a question I'll ask. Does this keep a better balance Or could it be completely detrimental as anything? And then what do houses that are being sold look like? I mean, would it be wrong to say that, like, if you do 5 years in this particular house where you're renting it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, by that time people will want to move in. You're thinking of buying 5 years in this and then go off to buy a house. How does that work? And then the next gen do 5 years before they buy a house, and then next gen do 5 years before they buy a house. Sort of like giving back to allow somebody else to buy a property.
Yeah.
In order for you to then one day buy a property. And then in 5 year increments, if you think about it in that way, there's also going to be at a certain level 5 years worth of death toll as well, yes. Then newborn and in this sort of process. I mean, I don't know if it works 100%, but still, I already thought it through. This one's very fresh, so I'm going as I'm going to grow this one as I'm thinking out about it. We were speaking about this and we spoke about it once before. Then is there more money in your bank?
More money.
I don't know, I just find it really odd that you can put money in, a large amount of money, and you can be given more money when you've got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just don't understand how that works.
Or on the other hand, you don't need any more money. Because you have money, you don't have to pay any money. You just have it.
I wonder why you're running out of money. You're giving it all away to people who already have money.
Yeah.
The one thing they don't need, I'm sure, is any more money if they've already got money.
Yeah.
What could you do with that money? What could your nation do with that money? Do people really want more money? Well, fuck it, I'll put it in a shoebox. Yeah, but we got to change the money every so often for fraud and stuff like that, you know, because people might counterfeit it. So, you know, and then if you bring us a large stack of money, we're going to have to charge you to exchange that money. If not, it's going to be obsolete. So it's probably best if you keep it in the bank, technically.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like control. I know, it does, doesn't it? But think about it as beneficial to all of society moving forwards. Why? Because money needs to work in this way in order to build a society towards what? Well, towards the stars, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we're just going to give you extra zeros on a bank account for your zeros that you've already got. We'll just have another zero for as long as you keep this in. What are you going to do with imaginary money? Sorry, currency. The credit system. What are you going to do? I want to take all of my, here you go, here's nothing and one. Right? If you went to go and take your credit out, right, how would you do it?
Yeah.
Well, you want that? Yeah. Okay, there's one. Hold your hand out. There's one. And nothing, and nothing, and nothing, and nothing, and nothing, and nothing. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that, man? I don't know.
Something.
Something.
Something. Do something with nothing.
So the rich get richer while the poor, middle class, working class, whatever class. I hate classes. It's just bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Do you know who is actually getting the poorest in this? What it would seem?
Who?
Well, the bank. Yeah. Here's the deal. You keep your money in here, right? I'm listening. And we're going to give you even more of the stuff we don't have. Are you sure? Yes, absolutely. We work for you. Not for ourselves. We're selfless. We're about the only selfless thing in this country. You keep your money in here and we will give you more money.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you going to get? Nothing, just company. Just you coming in here and having this conversation with me is all I needed. That's why we keep our doors open. Oh, no, we don't keep our doors open, we close them. And then what happens if people have got ideas? Where are they going to go to get money from? Sorry, there is nothing. We've been given all of these lot nothing. What do you mean? We've been giving them zeros. We're going to do the same to you right now. You see that idea you've got? Here's nothing. See if you can build it with nothing. Oh, that's not possible. It is. Listen to this. We built a bank of giving nothing to nothing, which allows them to walk anywhere they want in any shop and take everything for nothing. But we're going to give you nothing. Why? Where are people going to put their ideas? What are they going to do? But again, you're going to need a good system to protect this, aren't you? And you're going to need a world system to protect this. You just made an idea? Wonderful. Here's the portal. Well done, you. You know what more? Here's manpower, human power, female power. Here's next generation power to make that happen. Well, what are we going to get then? You're going to get nothing. And then you're going to give us that nothing so that we can give you something. Oh, something for nothing. I mean, are you confused yet?
I am confused.
But that's what it's heading to, right?
Yeah.
You'd ever think that, you know, most of these companies should be sponsored by HSBC? Sponsored by NatWest? Well, why? How did you get sponsored by them? Well, here's the thing. We took a loan from them. And what did they get in return? Well, nothing. Wait a minute. They gave you cash to build this, and you gave them back cash. In some way along the line, shouldn't they be taking a little bit of a percentage of that? Well, no, they owe me money. Why? Because I put more money in their bank. And then they're going to give me more money because I got money. Large amounts of money inside of... I mean, fucking hell. Who thought this system up? It's like rigged from the beginning this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'll get nothing and like it. Here's some credit. What can I get with that credit? This. Actually, you can get debt with this credit. And then when you're dead, we're going to wipe it anyway. Actually, we might pass it on to your family. We'll give it to some shady group over there. They'll calculate how many debts your family have got into and borrowed and not paid. And then we're going to stick it back on you. Oh, okay then. That sounds like a fucking wonderful idea, that, doesn't it? Whilst those ones that didn't do fuck all got everything. Right? Do you get that?
Yeah.
And then does it mean that we can then start to build as a nation more better things? Space programs, these, blah, blah, blah. You know, even if there was a space program, you know, one in every town. Could you imagine that? Well, do you know how expensive that would be? Fuck off, it's nothing. You get nothing now. Could you imagine a space program in every single town?
Yeah, could be nice, couldn't it? But I don't know.
Oh, no, you can't do that. Why not? Because you might put some bad shit on it. Well, I don't see what to do what? To make it come back down over here. Well, why would they? They'll be too busy focused on a project, right?
Yeah.
And why would anyone want to do that to something that is so good for them? Unless, hear me out, and it's just a speculation here, unless you know that what you give them is shit and that they would want to do that because if you were in their position, you would do that. And that's why you won't allow them to do it because you will do it.
Yeah.
Because if I was in their position, look what I would do. What's that? Well, I would take that bloody shit and hit it all over this. My perfect thing. That only I see as perfect and everybody else I've convinced around me to see as perfect. That's like saying, yes, that a king is going to make a rocket to blow his own fucking palace up. That seems unlikely, right?
Yeah.
So why would it be more likely that somebody else is going to do that? No, when you've got instability like that, that's then when it causes that friction. So you can walk into people's shoes then and know what it feels like because you can think like people. Now, what would I like? Well, I'm sure that's the same as what they would like, surely. I'm going to tell you what you like. What do I like? Nothing. And you? I like everything. Land, diamond, golds, everything. Everything. It's all mine. Mine, and all of mine. Right? I'm just help you understand that. But yet, in that situation, and you like it, don't you? Like it? You little muggle? Come here, little chap. You like that, don't you? There you are. Of course you do. There you are. Now fuck off. Next. Let me seek you some wisdom, my dear boy. Come here. Oh, you like nothing? Exactly, you do. And then that person can fuck off as well. And then you're like, oh, if I had nothing, and would I be pissed off with me for giving them nothing and me having everything? No. Yes, they would. We can't let them have anything. Why? Because we can't trust them. Because I would do this in their shoes, and bloody hell, of course they would. Anyone in their fucking right mind would, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Look, me with nothing, I would fuck everything.
Hmm.
Watch this.
Yeah.
So do you understand that? That why would a town go to town to war on itself or do anything bad to another town when they're too busy focused on the prize, which is what the prize is gaining more of everything so that we can all have this prosperity. Not a few of us. Oh, look, we've got some of this stuff over here. And town number 2. Oh, yes, Suffolk, said Norfolk. We've got lots of Regoworth. You need Regoworth, don't you? We do. We really, really do. Do you know what we need? We need some iron. We'll trade you some of this for some of that. Okay?
Yeah.
How much? Exact for exact. How's that? Oh, okay then. No, because iron is worth more than this, isn't it? No, if your belief says that, we can sweat getting this stuff because we're really good at it. But if you want to get the iron, we'll trade you whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else want some sand? I can get it from the beach. Well, fuck off you then, Yarmouth. Good on you. When you run out of sand, you know where we are. We'll give you some.
Yeah.
Ours is space sand. Anyway, so when you're understanding that, yes, what are you gonna put? We gonna put value on everything? What's gonna do the most damage? 100 tons of feathers or 100 tons of bricks? Oh, we're going to put value on this. No, we don't put any value on it because 100 tons of feathers, that's something. 100 ton of bricks, that is also equally something. No value.
Yeah.
Same value, like for like, yes?
Yeah, very little, yeah.
Now, if you're going to be offering me 100 tons of Regoworth, is going to be a lot more than 100 tons of iron. That's true. Then you save more and get a little bit more of this, but likewise, I have the maximum amount, right? And then this other town says, yes, but I have this much to give. And the town saying that we have this much to give, yes?
Yeah.
And then another town is collecting this. Well, I don't think we need that. Do we need any of that? Yeah, all right, we need like 10 grams of that. We'll change to 10 grams of this. Then you haven't got to be all over the place like a blue-ass fly trying to get like all of this yourself, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's sports day event, but space day event. On your marks. Ready, everyone? Yes? Okay, good. On your marks, we'll get ready for the launch. What are we doing? Getting as much as you can. There'll be new reality programs with that, wouldn't there? Oh my God, it could be Norfolk. Norfolk are really getting there. They're shoving all of this shit in their rocket to bring it back to the Earth. Oh, look at Suffolk, they're going for this. They bring it all fucking back. Jesus Christ, we just fucking tipped the planet quite a bit. By a few degrees. But that's all right. Look at these stars. Never seen them before. Do you get that? No, do you sort of play with that idea? No one's going to be thinking about harming one another. Why would we? Well, you traded me this. Do you want some Regoworth? Yeah? 100 grams of food exchanged for 100 grams of Regoworth. Huh? Why Regoworth? Because it's the most abundant and we can just get it here. Will I ants to a forest? No. Yes. To leaves. Then no one's going to be really giving a shit, are they?
Yeah.
So why is anyone going to be focusing in on causing destruction when you put your energy on destruction and guess what you're going to get back, right? You often see this, like so soldiers were willing to lay down their life, yes?
Yeah.
But equally too, aren't other people on the other side willing to lay down their life?
Yeah.
So if you are going to protect in that aspect and you're ready to kill, then you are likely equal to receive being killed yourself.
Yeah.
So to go and kill, meaning that it's okay for you to be killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't that... That's that balance there, isn't it? Do you see that? That sort of...
Yeah, I see that.
So going to destroy a nation means that you are potentially running the risk of being destroyed yourself.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it often works?
Yeah.
Shit, eh, mate? Whilst they're dropping shit here, you're dropping shit there. It's like... Oh, and this is again? Well, it's victory. There was no winners, I don't think, on either side here. I was going to say that. We still had to spend a long time to rebuild, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, victim and casualties on both sides. Yeah, you really feel like a fucking winner. Bye, great granddad. Yeah, you fucking hell, man. That's like a grandson or shit. Man, doesn't feel like it. But this one came back a winner. Yep, and on the other side, those ones probably came back winners because they probably maimed or injured or killed an awful lot of people. But again, why would you do that if everybody had a equal? And then could you imagine this all the way around the world, each and every single town, villages even, different groups?
Yeah.
It stops people from stockpiling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then it makes trade a real beautiful thing. Per town, per village, per this, per that.
Yeah.
All right, we only got enough for this much. We're going to keep some for ourselves. But don't fear, we're going to get a ton more. We are? Yeah, we are going to get that. What about you? Well, we're running low, but we're going to keep this for now because we need it to run it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Well, fucking hell, I've traded it before I've even got rid of it. Okay, so we're going to need to set this group up here. What are you going to do with all of that stuff when it comes in? We're going to make this, and this. Wonderful. Well, you get thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, we've got to go and get it.
Yeah.
The more we can get, the more we can trade, the more we can build, the more we can build as a human species.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fascinating. I like that. I like the way it unpacks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've always seen Merlin dancing with his little wand, packing Archimedes into his little bag. Diggity, diggity. Have you ever seen that in reverse?
Unpacking.
Yeah, that's what it would be like, wouldn't it? It'd be creating a new world.
Mm-hmm.
A better one. For everybody. No one left behind. And then, does that make us susceptible to destruction? No. It makes us susceptible to creativity, positivity, liberation, freedom, respecting one another. Oh, I really want some of that. Yeah. Do you know what? I got a bit of free time. Do you want a hand getting some of that? Yeah, all right then. What do you want to be paid in? Some of that? What for? Because then if you give me this much for doing that and helping you get some, I can grab this much. Yeah, you could. Then that means I can get this much for my area here. And a little bit for myself. Don't get me wrong. I was planning on sticking one of those diamonds in the ring for the wife, you know? Also a pair of earrings. She wanted a pair of earrings as well. And shit me, she wanted a car made out of diamond. I was going to say coal and diamond, but yeah, still. All right, come on then. Yeah, this one seems to be self-sufficient now. This is coming in on its own, autonomously. Who else needs some help? Well, we do over here. Oh, it's you over there. I don't see you so far away in such a different nation over all of that water. I didn't get my binoculars out in time. You need some help? Yeah. Oh, shit, hey, mate. This stuff is doing it on its own. We can sort some of this out, but we can help you get some more if you want. It's beneficial to all of us, isn't it? The more we get there. You know, first it starts off in like this sort of pockets coming in. And then it starts off with loads of it coming in. And then this one's now autonomous. This one's now autonomous. This one's now autonomous. You know, it's coming on its own. You don't need to really do anything else. You just flip the system up and it's running autonomous. This one's doing the same. But that one over there is struggling a bit. You know what? From one brother to another, from one sis to another brother, you know, from another mother, and entirely on beyond, from one generation to another. I'm going to help you. You want a hand? Yeah. Looks like you're taking a, you know. Let us come and take the burden for you. Well, what's in it for you? Well, some of this is in it for you. Okay, then some of this is in it for you too. And then slowly but surely you evolve into a world that is no longer selfish, it's selfless. And everybody's living like kings. I want an oil painting. Yeah? No? Well, that would be quite a thing, wouldn't it? Could you imagine a world like that? And then things are being built and then we help build these things too. What's in it for me? Well, guaranteed food, guaranteed fresh water, a roof over your head indefinitely. pretty much anything you could ever desire. What an opportune world.
Yeah.
And then how many people do you think will start to get creative with this stuff? Education becomes, well, what can you do with this stuff? Just made this. I want one of those. I'll make you one if you want, or I'll teach you how. Because I'm going to need more hands on this deck. Or I can teach AI how to do it, and it can run off much more smoother than we can. And everyone's got one. Yay, I've always wanted to wear a crown. Oh, can you imagine in the day we used to wear plastic or paper ones? It sounds stupid, but again, it's possible you could do that if you wanted it. Might be a new trend to go about. Oh, what's my dress code today? Dressed like an Egyptian pharaoh. No. That's the last week. Dressed like a modern day king. No. Oh, modern day queen. Yeah, give it to me, Sonny. You could imagine that, couldn't you? You could be anything you wanted to be, literally. Oh, I like the outfit. I might think about that tomorrow. I think you should do it now. I think you don't think it'll be too much? No, come on, you're a guy like me. Come on, get in a dress, queen. Come on, just dress up. Isn't that female? That's very genderized. Bit like smell. Apparently that's female. And this one? That's male. We've applied so much meaning to some stupid shit, haven't we? Could you imagine if it went too far? That's a man's drink. That's a girl's drink. They're man's clothes. That's female clothes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's clothing to me. Oh my god, that looks like a girl's bracelet. Yeah, but look at all the diamonds in it though. Look at the fucking diamonds. Touche.
Yeah.
How much do you love me? I love you so much. You do? How are you going to prove it? I got you a diamond car. You must love me. Big diamond ring. How much did it cost? Nothing. You can never imagine that, could you? And then loads of opportunity for everybody. Everybody's busy. Everybody's focused on something. Do you reckon there would be... Do you reckon one day prisons would no longer be a place? The need would just fall off. You go back and tell hunter-gatherers that there's going to be these places called prisons soon. It's going to be a need for them. Better start now. How much money, did you say? Don't even know. What is money? It's this paper stuff. A long story, and it is very hard to understand. But still, very long story. 5.9 billion to be precise. Wait, what? Yeah. How much did you say that the people at the bottom get? About 1.3, and they're the cause of society's problems. You gotta blame someone, ain't you? Yeah, ain't me, it's them.
Yeah.
It ain't these people. Why did they not blame them? I think they're scared a little bit. And could you imagine if they ever got out of fucking jail? They would be number one, wouldn't they? Especially if they got adjusted to it. They get adjusted to it? They do. So people want to go back. Well, might as well make this a trophy. And then likewise, you know, looking back at this time, could you imagine that all of them would be like, they used to have these things called prisons? Yeah, cages. Cages. Yeah, animals used to be in them as well. They did? Yeah. I could never imagine that. You mean to say that all of these beautiful things flying around here, minus the shit, have to deal with that? You'd make little scrubbers, wouldn't you? Would you call them scrubbers? Little robots that sort of jet around and like...
Scrubbers. Yeah, I've heard that word before. I don't know if I would call them scrubbers, but I've heard that word before.
Yeah, my auntie got into cleaning for a bit and she called herself. I was like, what are you working now? She's like, I'm a scrubber now. Not sure I understand what that means. I'm a cleaner.
Okay.
When I tell someone, like, oh, with your family do what? My auntie's a scrubber. They laugh. I'm like, what's funny? Yeah. Scrubber. Yeah. Fully proud and everything. That's not supposed to be a word you're supposed to be proud of. I was like, well, she fucking owned it. If that were a crown, she's wearing it. Yeah, it really flips the.
Yeah, yeah.
People loved it.
Yeah.
It's like when you call chickens like KFC, if you've got 3 of them. Chickens called masala. You know, what's that one? Tandoori. What's that one? Oxo. What are your fish called? That one's pollock. Okay. What? That one's cod and chips. But it's not cod. Oh, you're a funny fucker, you are. Yeah, indeed. If I had sheep, I'd call them shank. That one's shank. What's that one? Lean. Gonna be lean. I know, it's very morbid, but still, you know, you sort of own that stuff. Anyways, but still, could you imagine a world where all of these problems sort of... And why? Because you're leading by example, right?
Yeah.
That example, everybody leading by that example.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's no point in fighting. Yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up with this guy? Yes, because when you're in it now, you see it only as now, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And that would be, oh my God, this belief system, you're breaking my belief system. I could just get out. You get what I mean? So they would attack you to say that there's nothing you can do about it, because what that really means is a blank statement that it should be accepted as to why it is the way it is. I mean, really, it's not, is it? So yeah, no, this all started with a journey of banks, and then we get into space and everything else. God, I'm obsessed, borderline obsessed. But yeah, if you have only one area of your nation receiving all of this, you know, I don't know, with the way that it's gone here, it would be privatized as soon as you can shake a stick at it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be something that the tax pot would build all of these rockets, and then it gets privatized. And then what happens? Well, the same outcome, I'm afraid. So it should really be done locally, with a lot of people getting around it, thinking, you know what? That's not bad. First, it will start with 1, then 2, then 3, then it's very successful. But if it goes the other way, no, it would be too dangerous. Look, we wrote a law that states that it's too dangerous. Look at that. You know, because you guys would blow up this thing that you're supposed to love.
Yeah.
And it's a you problem. You're seeing it wrong. That's why you don't love it, because it's you.
Yeah.
When clearly that's a response to perhaps things aren't great. But fuck it, it's the next person's job. Right? But is it ever going to be the next person's job? That's the question, isn't it? Because how did it get to this state in the first place? You know, so, yeah. Anyway, gonna leave this one here. Yeah, definitely am.